Well, good morning and welcome to this week's edition of Coffee with the Coach. I'm standing here in the shopping center in Milestone, which is not too far from my house here in Maryland. And the reason I'm here this morning is because this place is empty. I'm in front of an empty Blockbuster because, as you know, Blockbuster's gone out of business. Now, across the parking lot where I just showed you, we also have a Borders Books. Borders Books now is actually doing their going out of business sale and having huge discounts. Why are Borders and Blockbuster out of business? Well, it's a great question, most easily answered by just simply saying that they just stopped being relevant. When you stop being relevant, you're going to go out of business. When we first moved here back in 1999-2000, Blockbuster was one of the biggest video chains out there, and there was also Hollywood Video. And you'd come over here, especially this one here when we had snow, and the line would be going out the door with people getting their movies. Well, of course, along comes something called Netflix, and Netflix sends you your DVDs in the mail. No need to come to the video store. Fast forward a little bit later, and now Netflix streams their videos. Plus, we have the Redbox kiosk. Bottom line is, Blockbuster couldn't take care of business anymore, and so now they're out of business. Borders is another great example. Everybody loves walking through a bookstore, but most people now are starting to buy their books using an Amazon Kindle or even the Nook. So Barnes & Noble comes up with an e-reader to compete with the Kindle, and now that leaves Borders as the one out there holding the bag. Bottom line again is, if you stop being relevant, you go out of business. You know, for all of us, that's something we ought to be thinking about. A lot of people ask me, what do I do to be able to keep myself from losing my job in a tough economy? And the answer is very simple. Remain viable, remain relevant, and always add value. At some point, if somebody sees they can do what you do better, faster, and cheaper by either outsourcing it or automating it, you're gone. And in this really, really tough economy that we're still in right now, it's something to constantly be thinking about. So what are you doing to remain relevant? What are you doing to make sure that your skills and abilities are updated? The bottom line is, if you don't keep those up, you're going to wind up just like a Blockbusters, just like a Borders. And when that happens, got nothing for you. This week, be thinking about that. Well, I hope you got something to think about this week. I'm heading off to Orlando to do a workshop, but I hope you have a great week. You can always ask me questions by emailing me directly at coach@contactmycoach.com. Of course, you can always call me at 281-8-COACH-8, or you can always reach me online at coachmunro.com. That's coach, MUNRO.com. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week on Coffee with the Coach. Bye-bye.